and the policy which our then government had. I mean, these are the kind of things which we have been doing because of the country is what it is today. Now, having said that, I will cover the issue of intelligence, which was not adequately covered by the various seminarists today. Intelligence is a very important part of security. I think we have failed in that, be it external intelligence or internal intelligence. In '62, we did know that China had constructed a road. We didn't know that he had massed 5 divisions against us, and we were totally surprised. In '65, as I mentioned to you, Pakistanis had 6 armored divisions, and we didn't know, ladies and gentlemen, that they were equipped with Patton tanks. We didn't know. In '71, when we went to war, we didn't know that the railway line was there up to Ashuganj. We didn't know the number of bridges and all that had come up. Why? Because we have number of intelligence agencies. There is upmanship. Even today, when we ask them about Bombay blast or other things, they say, okay, we had given you information. But that is no information. Information has to be converted into intelligence. That is, when is that terrorist or enemy going to take action? When, where, and how? That is intelligence. But since there is lack of coordination, and I maintain there should be one boss under whom all these intelligences should function, only then you can have actionable intelligence, which we are suffering till date. Now I will mention a little bit about Pakistan and China, because a lot was discussed and a lot of questions were asked on that and would be asked even hereafter. Now, as far as Pakistan is concerned, it is very important to America for 3 reasons. Firstly, against Iran fundamentalism. Secondly, access to Central Asia oil fields. Thirdly, and more importantly, to keep India at its place. That is the importance of Pakistan. Similarly, India is also important to the US. That is, to keep China at its place as a counterpoise against China. So India is not less important to America as some people are mentioning. I mean, these are my personal views, because India is the only country in this region which can contain China. As regards China and our parity with them, China has been showing eyes. Militarily, they haven't done anything, because whatever they do as a long-term objective. Because they are now seriously engaged in their development program, in which modernization of army is very important. As far as modernization of the army is concerned, let me share with you, as far as conventional arms are concerned, Indian army is superior to the Chinese army even today. So they are engaged in that, and once they are fully prepared, then maybe they will really show us more serious eyes. But as far as India is concerned, China continues to be our main worry, and we have to be militarily strong. Though nuclear aspect was not discussed, we have been talking about minimum nuclear deterrence, but I maintain if we have to deal with China, we have to keep China off our back, we have to develop second strike capability. Only then China can be kept at its place. As regards dealing with Pakistan is concerned, it's really a shame, like one of my friend mentioned, General Jani, that our reactions have been very slow. Yes, at times one feels that is a soft nation. Take the case of Israel. If one soldier is killed, the entire air force is alerted and the aircrafts are launched to deal with the terrorists. Whereas in our case, what has happened? Parliament attack is taken. Afzal Guru is here with us like a ghar jawai. He is still staying here. What has happened after Mumbai action? Still, Pakistan has been asking for dossier. What damn dossiers? The whole world knows that the preparators are from Pakistan. The launch pad was Pakistan, the route which they covered. What more proof is required? Had the country reacted that time when Mumbai episode took place, I think the world would have appreciated and nobody would have raised any eyes. Similarly, if we mean business, we know where are the terrorist camps. Moment any infiltration activity takes place, moment any such attack takes place inside India, and we mean business and react, I think that is the only way we can keep Pakistan at its place. Remember, लातों के भूत बातों से नहीं मानते. And so far as Pakistan is concerned, though we have to have a very deliberate and calibrated response, but we can't keep tolerating all this and by just shadow boxing and diverting the attention of the people. Now, having said that, like General Shitetkar mentioned, now it's an open session. That doesn't mean open boxing, though you can keep your gloves on. So please shoot your questions. We'll try and respond to that. Thank you.